They are there, they are ready to go. But as Brandy says, in consistent form, Ricky will want them ready to go. And the Parramatta Eels, the game of the season here last Saturday night, they ended up on the wrong side of the scoreboard, but I don't think they lost a single admirer for their premiership chances this year.
No, they hit the lead after 60 minutes, and it was due to the one of the runs from Mike Acevo, and we just saw and witnessed how brutal he can be with the ball in his hands with that second half try. Look for a big one tonight from Mike Acevo. What a powerhouse.
Playing surface also a story after last night here at Bankwest Stadium. Both teams warmed up in the dressing room, so this is their first run out on it. But Clint Gutherson told us on Fox League pre-match he hasn't a drama with it. So we wish all 34 players the best tonight. Let's have a great game of rugby league. Super Saturday right here on Fox League. Parramatta and Canberra, a couple of heavyweights. And speaking of heavy, Josh Papali straight back in with the first carry of the night. The Raiders have won 11 of the past 14 games against the Eels. That's an impressive advantage. And Soliola takes the second run of... Oh, boy, that's not so good. Horsburgh there got it all wrong for Canberra. Pass might have been a little high, but all hustle and bustle. The most important thing, he dropped the pill. So Parramatta, unexpected opportunity 29 metres away from the Canberra line. Money up. There it was. Horsburgh, no good. Set restart for Parramatta. 20 metres out from the line, as if they needed a little bit of help on the Niokore run. Campbell-Gillard, 10 out from the line. Even Bell, Marnie swamped by Hodgson at marker. The two hookers have a little battle there. Now Brown into dummy half. Moses, fight along to Gutherson. The Parramatta attack getting a chance to show their wares early. Marnie, Moses, Niokore filling in for the suspended Nathan Brown. He did so back in round 3 and round 4 and was very strong as well. Marnie on the last tackle. Brown had floated to him. Last tackle, Brown caught. And Canberra will be feeling a little relieved about all of that.
Yeah, that bell that went off.
I'm not sure Dylan Brown was expecting that, and the pass to be as wide as it was. Not the finish they wanted.
That was interesting. Sorry to interrupt there. The bell did go off late in that set, and referee Klein just confirming that was not me. It went off. It was false, and therefore Dylan Brown, obviously confused with that, probably thought we had more tackles in the set. This time we do have a set restart for Canberra. A little ironic to have a confusion over a set of 6 with the Canberra game. But here we have it. And now Horsburgh getting his hands around that one. I'd say that's the first false alarm we've had with a bell. I can't explain what would have gone wrong. Here's Hodgson with the ball. Papali now. Offload. Williams on the bounce. Williams decides to kick. It's on the second tackle. And it's bounced to Gutherson like he had it on a string. He just reeled it in. Canberra's defence strong, but that was a very friendly bounce for the Parramatta fullback.
It was, but it was a good idea, I think, Bossy. Getting down the ground with your chasers and getting yourself into the game. Some strong defence here from Canberra.
And now, Sivo into the play. And, well, Ruppen has gone on a little bit. Well, he's made a mark, hasn't he? Ruppen has gone into Sivo. First contact was good. And then he decided to put a little bit of icing on the cake in the form of a forearm.
Yeah, that'll be a good battle out there tonight. Well, I think he's just patting the grass down, is it?
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Looking at it, 35 away from the Canberra line. Parramatta, Marnie, Moses, big set up here. They dump it off for Campbell-Gillard, and Papali went hard over the top. Soliola low. Moses on to Paulo. He was in great offloading form against the Roosters last week. Half a dozen offloads. Eels inside the 20. Moses, Brown, pick a runner. No, he goes himself. Well read by the Raiders defence. Hudson Young there. Moses, they're going to test him here. Gufferson overlapped the Canberra defence. They can't stop Madison. Madison over. Parramatta celebrate the opening 4-pointer of the night after just 4 minutes.
Moses created the space. He played nice and direct, and just watch the lead runners on the outside just flicks the ball out. It was a wide ball out there to Gufferson. That got him outside the Canberra defence. It was just draw and pass. Ryan Madison, a one-on-one situation there, and he was able to burst through the tackle. Kotrick had to come in. Whiten could get across from the outside. And that's a terrific start from the Parramatta Eels. What a ball it was. Just put Gufferson on the outside. Kevin, a nice strong run there from Madison.
Yeah, great timing from all the players too involved there for the Eels. The passes were out front, the timing was good, and it looked like a training exercise, really. It was really good work from the Parramatta Eels, and that will liven up the Raiders if they weren't in this game already. It's a terrific start by Parramatta.
I say it every week, what a great signing he's been for Parramatta. Ryan Madison, the try scorer there, the pick up from the Tigers, the former Rooster before that. So Moses with a shot at goal. He's kicked 22 from 26 this year. This one from 12 in from touch for a 6-0 lead. Parramatta over Canberra, Super Saturday Fox League. And the other expert in the commentary tonight, the one and only Blocker Roach on the sideline. The Eels off and running, Blocker.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. I know the try was scored out there on their right-hand side, the left-hand defence there of the Canberra Raiders. Now, the Eels, they average the most running metres in the comp. Campbell Gillard leads the way, and then Paulo straight after it. I think that set it up. That just stripped them for numbers. They get the first try. There's Brett Arthur. Let's see a smile from him.
Yeah, the key to that try was the two runners. It was Paulo and Niokore who Moses worked with. Moses gave the impression that he was going to hit one of his forwards. Then it was the width of the pass to Gufferson that got them.
Here's Campbell Gillard from the kickoff. Taking on the green machine there. Trying to knock a cog out of the wheel. And now Ferguson with it for Parramatta. 25 away from their own line. Another good acquisition. The Eels in the off-season, Campbell Gillard. And you talk about Paulo too. He was a Raiders Player of the Year in 2017. Now back at Parramatta. Niyokore's made an impressive start to the game. Here's Paulo on screen. Brown on that left side, draws them in. Sean Lane, his go-to. Last tackle it is Parramatta. Marnie. Moses in position for a kick. And it is singing its way through the sky here. Underneath it, you've got no chance, I wouldn't think. Chance Nickel-Klokstad able to hang on to that. These master kickers we have in the game these days. Great first strike there by Moses.
An even better catch, wasn't it? Nickel-Klokstad got underneath it. Oh, did brilliantly to hang on to it.
Reid Marnie's got rid of the headgear early, not sure what that's about. 7 minutes in. Hurled it through the sky like a frisbee. Nickel-Klokstad off a Horsburgh offload. So the Raiders in possession. There it is, Reid Marnie's headgear. Is that a spill? Papali. First interchange of the night, you could say. So Raiders on last tackle. And it will be the Englishman, or one of them. George Williams to kick. Oh, Sivo got it up around the throat there. Running back there at Curtis Scott. So now across with Gufferson. Start again last week. I mean, Parramatta were great against the Roosters. Just that the Roosters were sensational. Gufferson was 5-star quality.
He just keeps putting himself in the game, Gufferson. Wherever the ball is, that's where the Parramatta fullback will be.
Blake on this run. He was 5 from 5 in completed sets to start the game, and about to make it 6 from 6. Marnie there. Moses one of only 2 on the short side. Now kicks. Ferguson chasing. It's tapped forward, I thought, by Moses. Not the way the referee Clone saw it. And Niyokore's gone over. My first impression, Moses' tap went forward.
No try. Confirm that Mitchell Moses knocks the ball forward.
There you go. He allowed play to continue, but has set it up, no try.
He was in a pretty good position too to make a call on it. No,
Moses follows through his own kick. No issues with onside.
Terrific
It's a clean
work.
contest for the ball.
Off his hand, I thought it went forward, but when it bounced, it was behind the line. And then I thought, well, it might have gone sideways. It mightn't have gone forward.
Klein is as directly in line with it as a referee could ever be.
Couldn't have been in a better position to make the call.
It's great refereeing as far as positional play is concerned.
Well, he obviously thinks it went forward. Otherwise, he would have said try,
Well,
didn't he?
But if he thought it went, went forward,
well, I guess
he should have said.
He's using, the technology like all of us are.
I think it went dead across field. I don't think it went forward or backwards. I think it just went sideways.
This is so tight, but because the protocol that he has set it up no try,
it's very hard to overturn it.
That's
because
right.
You can't tell whether it's gone back or forward.
Well, and
I'm a long way and I'm not in line like Clyde, but my impression was forward. But I would rather go.
Mitch Moses contacts the ball in the contest. The on-field decision of knock-on in the contest will be supported. We have a decision.
Wow.
Well, he couldn't overturn it.
No.
He could not overturn that. No. Even if you... And I didn't think it went forward. I thought it went sideways.
Well, no, but you can't overturn it then, Brandy. That's conclusive. But he said it went sideways.
Why didn't he make the call? Because he was standing in the perfect position to do that.
No, but if you're at the bunker and you said it went sideways, then you've made a decision. It was referred to you.
Great play from Moses.
Yeah, following the kick, wasn't it? And then he got up high enough to out-jump.
I still can't.
They dodged a bullet there, the Raiders.
No, but I'm saying the video referee had to make a call there. The bunker had to make a call.
And they made
either
one.
sideways, backwards or forwards. So they've said
Forwards.
Anyway, Canberra with the ball. Let's go on with the play. It's 6-0 Parramatta. If there wasn't controversy, it wouldn't be rugby league. They're bedfellows. Canberra with the ball. Williams, little show across. He dummied to Hudson Young. Good tackle, Brown. Now Curtis Scott under Whiten. And Whiten tries a floating kick of his own. Gutherson down on one knee. Oh, Parramatta. 6-0 leaders. After the early try to Madison. Now Ferguson, another former Raider in the Parramatta side. Blake with it. Bell's gone off. And I don't think the referee ruled set restart again.
No, I think there's someone in the crowd.
Have we got a phantom bell?
I think we have.
Well, there's the phantom. Well, there's confirmation. There's the third phantom bell.
Good work, Brandy.
This is a scandal.
Can we get rid of him?
Oh,
security.
We have a massive drama here. And in all seriousness, it is a real problem. The bell's gone off twice in this set. Blocker, you've got to do some detective work and find the phantom bell.
Yeah, I started air swinging then as soon as I heard that bell.
Niokore for Parramatta.
The referee did say 6 again after that bell anyway, so we'll have to find out.
And here, Parramatta, Brown, they rushed up. Hudson Young's got him. Can't we have a scandal in rugby league? As Marnie's kick was ended up off the heels of Lane, and Canberra have got it, but you got a penalty Parramatta.
Yeah, George Williams was in front of the player. The ball contacted one of the Canberra players, then George Williams picked it up.
You want to challenge it?
Now let's have a look.
Harvey Norman, captain's challenge here as a result.
Challenge. Canberra's challenging the decision of a penalty for offside. Against George Williams for picking the ball up.
I think it comes off George, and goes off a Parramatta player into another Canberra player, who I think it's Curtis Scott. No, doesn't get that far, comes off.
Who does it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Off Williams there.
Off Lane.
So Williams in the lane.
Ah,
off Lane's
comes off
foot.
Lane's heel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was strange that Williams dived on the ball because he could...
I thought it had come off Nickel Clockstad, but he's nowhere near it. So it's...
Play on.
It's overturned. They win the challenge.
Great challenge. They're going to get it back here.
I saw it like the referee did.
And the bloke sitting beside you.
So well done, Canberra.
There's no offside. The ball is touched by Parramatta, then backwards. The Canberra player is not in an offside position. Challenge is successful.
News passed on by Jared Maxwell from the bunker.
And that's a handy win for them. They didn't want another set on their own line.
And no blame on Klein there in that rapid fire. I think he'd be a pretty tough marker to rip into a referee on that call. And the challenge, the merits of it, worked well there. Canberra with a ball. Hodgson out to Papali. In 2012, he actually agreed to a 3-year contract to play for Parramatta. Campbell Gillard went looking for a redhead. And I mean a red-headed footballer. Got Horsburgh there. Hodgson, Whiten. Game is picking up well here. 6-0 scoreline. Hodgson for Papali. Up over halfway he goes. And it's come loose in the Moses Paulo tackle. And Blake has it. And then it's come out of Blake's arm.
Advantage was a forward pass. No, we're going to play the forward pass. Parramatta feed.
So the ruling that Papali's offload was forward and Parramatta will get the scrum feed.
Well, Mitchell Moses wasn't sure which way the ref was going there. He wanted clarification. There's the pass. It did. The ball popped out forward. Blake picks it up. No advantage.
That clock's going, guys. Lock him in tight, Reid.
Enjoying the width that both teams are playing with from the dummy half. Gets him straight on that edge very quickly. Good flat passing.
Well, that width led to the first Parramatta try, didn't it?
Yeah.
The two passes got Gutherson on the outside of the middle defenders.
5 metres inside the Canberra half. And if there is a Phantom Bell here, it'll go off sometime in this set as well. Lane across field, almost lost. And Paulo did pass it into the backside
first knock on over here by
of
Canberra.
Whitehead. But first knock on against Canberra. No damage done, really, for Parramatta.
Well, a couple of straight passes and they're getting some reward here, Parramatta.
There was half a chance here. It was a risky play. There's the hand from Whitehead that made contact with the ball. If it finds its mark, because Lane skipped across a number of Canberra defenders there, and they could have been in trouble, the Raiders' defence, down that right edge.
Well, we've got a scrum going down, and Dylan Brown's playing on the left wing. There you go.
Interesting. They're going that way. Brown outside of Sevo. Campbell Gillard reveling in the going tonight. Some big hits and some big runs. They slow him down there. Soliola, the veteran, in the tackle. Marty to Brown. Moses, Gutherson. Oh, big play there by Kotrick to knock it down. Then took a man out without the ball, but it'll be another scrum feed for the Parramatta Eels.
Yeah, that was a great save from Kotrick. He realised that how much trouble he was in. They got on the outside well. Nice play from the Eels. Blake Ferguson unmarked, and Kotrick had to save the day for the Raiders, which he did, made contact with the footy. Otherwise, Fer goes down the sideline.
Yeah, and that's a few times, isn't it, that attack down that right edge of Parramatta.
They've set up again. Brown left wing, Sevo left centre. Jennings waiting, and they come that way again. What have they got set? Sevo early ball, puts a fend on. Scott Ed Williams. Oh, Micah, look out. He needs his own bell, Sevo, when he runs the ball. Be an air raid siren or something of the like. Look out. Parramatta 9 metres away from the Canberra line. Niokore, Marnie, Moses, and Paulo. Good shot there, front on. Whitehead rolling the big fella over. Moses ripped on to Brown, then on to Lane. Lane looking to do what Madison did earlier. Left edge, they stop him, the Raiders. Tackle 4, 15 into a A really gripping battle so far. Brown under pressure from Hodgson. He's got it back. He's kept it alive. Now it's a 4-on-1. Blake with a dummy and score. The Eels in for their second. Parramatta running hot. The bunker will have the final say on this one.
Coming up for tackle 5 here. We have a try. Just have to see what happened with the Dylan Brown contest and whether there's a knock on there.
Another wide ball from the Eels out to Dylan Brown. Does he bobble it? Does he bobble it into the head of Hodgson?
For sure.
Yeah. He never has control of it, does he? Hodgson arrives as the ball arrives. Dylan Brown spills it. It touches the left hand of Josh Hodgson.
Dylan Brown has possession, but then he loses possession into Josh Hodgson, which constitutes a knock-on. We have a decision.
Hodgson out of the line, Nick Kotrick out of the line only moments earlier, saving the day, and that has saved a 4-pointer going against the Raiders. Hodgson very quickly realised the long ball was going to Brown, got in his face, and on replay showed that it was able to force the error.
Hey boys, I might have thought that Parramatta might have been a little bit flat after their loss last week to the Roosters. They're doing everything at a faster pace than the Raiders at the moment. They've started this game brilliantly. I thought they might have been a little bit flat, but they aren't.
No, and the scoreboard's indicating that as well, Block, isn't it?
I can understand that, Block, because they've had 3 tough games. Manly, where they just got away with it. The Panthers, they won 16-10 but came from behind, and then last week. So this is their 4th big game in a row.
The home sweet home. Last week only the 3rd time they've lost at the Bankwest Stadium. They've won 12 of 15. Oh boy!
Goodness.
Super Saturday gets hot here. That has really stung him. Parramatta threw everything at Corey Horsburgh there. Absolutely everything.
And they're high-fiving Marata Niokore.
Oh, the shoulder there.
I think it's a collision. There's no hint of a shoulder charge, but he has been incredibly strong for them at the start of the game, Niokore, with the ball and without it. He's upset.
Not 1, not 2, 3 of the Parramatta forwards when hunting Corey Horsburgh.
That was some sort of collision there.
Watch it in normal speed again. Man. That's solid.
That's some sort of collision.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Gets better. He's up. This is the sport of rugby league you're watching. He's up, ready to go. And Parramatta rip in. Raiders 40 metres away from their own line. And same player. Let's go again. Corey Horsburgh. You got to like him.
They bred him tough in Caboolture.
Never heard that before. Now out for what? No disrespect, but yeah, I've never heard that say. Canberra, 42 away from the Parramatta line. Hodgson, Williams, Hudson Young. 23 minutes last week in his return to the NRL against Manly. Now into the starting side. Jack Whiten trying to get through the Paulo tackle, and Madison. They haven't had a tackle inside the Parramatta 20 as yet. Williams out. Oh, Scott's going to lose it. Sivo's got it. And they still haven't had a tackle inside the Eels 20 tonight.
I can't remember seeing Curtis Scott when he was playing for the Melbourne Storm make as many errors as I've seen him for the Canberra Raiders. He's had a horror 3 weeks. Every game he has made 1 or 2 really crucial errors.
Now Ferguson cops a little bit of Raiders love. And you know who's in it? Corey Horsburgh. It's Campbell Gillard. Well, the intensity of last Saturday night is on show again. The quality possibly not quite at that 11 out of 10 level. There's a forward pass to Paulo. That's a mistake. Parramatta, no question. And that was called by sideline official Badger on the far side.
Well, it's a fine line. They play a lot, isn't it, these dummy halves, and trying to get up nice and flat on the ball. And we've seen them let go in the past, but this one was called.
Well, they roll the dice with it.
Yeah.
You know, the runners sometimes just creep forward a little bit too much before the play the ball has happened, and all of a sudden they're in front, and the dummy half doesn't pull the pass back. Canberra will have a chance to get back into Eels territory. They've spent no time down that end of the field. They've only had 6 tackles in the Eels half. Yeah. So the possession and the territory going strongly with Parramatta so far.
Yes, that only the second incomplete set of the night for Parramatta. They're 10 of 12, and Canberra just 5 as Hudson Young. Nice bit of footwork, nice balance. Now Hodgson, Horsburgh and Whiten, one of the best playmaker runners in the game. Hodgson off a quick play to the ball. Raiders getting nice and warm here. Soliola almost through. See ya, Soliola. Said see ya to a couple of defenders. Hodgson and Papali. What happened there? A massive hole in the Parramatta defence. And Josh Papali ambled through. Didn't have to charge through, he ambled through.
Yeah, it's a big price to pay for the error. The forward pass just over the other side of halfway, and it was really the run from Hudson Young that set that hole set up. Papali scored a try like that in Origin 3.
Well,
last year, just strolled through a huge hole.
He had 2 options to go to there, Hodgson, because Horsburgh was through as well, and he just drew the defender in. Nice work from the Raiders. That's the advantage of a quick play the ball to Josh Hodgson at dummy half. He picks his runners, and away he goes.
But he's walked over a player has walked over the line from that close.
Well, it just shows the speed of the play the ball, and the Raiders haven't been able to supply Josh Hodgson with those sort of opportunities over the last few matches. They've been very limited for the dummy half. But it all started with Hudson Young just punching through that Parramatta line. Then Whiten followed up with another good run, and Hodgson was able to get out of dummy half and pick who he wanted to give the ball to. Dragged all the Parramatta defence in and just laid it on a plate there for Josh Papali.
We've just done a HIA on Corey Horsburgh as well, after that incredible collision.
And over to Jared Croker. I thought coming into the game that he's an absolute shoe-in to score tonight. Jared hasn't scored a try this year, but he's successful there. And we have a 6-all scoreline, and all the signs are this is going to be another super Saturday on Fox League.
Yeah, spent very few chances down that end, and there's the forward pass from Reid Martin. There's no doubt about it. It was forward. It was forward, and off the back of that, 3 terrific plays from the Canberra Raiders had the Eels on the back foot through that set, and that was the result of it. Papali untouched.
I reckon, Blocker on the sideline, you were enjoying watching, well, this game, but the efforts of Corey Horsburgh, there's so much to like about him.
Well, I loved it, Andrew, because he got back up. He said, no drama, let me get square. They came on, the trainer, he pushed him away and said, mate, I'm all right, let's go. That might have been the little bit of a wake-up call that the Raiders needed. They'll get stuck in now.
They bred him tough at Caboolture, Blocker.
Wherever that is.
Just north of Brisbane, Block.
Canberra 21 metres away from their own line. It was in a song by Custard, Caboolture, that put it on the map. Here's Soliola now. 11 metres inside their own half, the Raiders. And Jack Whiten kicks long and finds space over the head of Blake Ferguson. He wasn't sure where Jack kicked it from, so made sure there was no chance 40-20. That's a big play by Canberra following up their first try of the night too.
Nice play from Ferguson to tap it back into his fullback. Big chase from the Raiders though.
There it is.
Terrific stuff from Ferguson.
Huge swat, wasn't it, to get it right over to Gufferson. Not just tap it in play, get it directly at his teammate. So some hard work to be done here by Parramatta. On last tackle, 34 metres only, Canberra on the back of one try, suddenly Raiders on top. Rapana with the ball. And they will start the set 15 inside their own half. And when you do that, you're winning the battle. Onto the field with Andre Gula for Canberra. Impressive young front rower, getting better by the week. Won't have to wait long to get a touch. He almost got in the way there of Kotrick. He'd come in from the left wing. Josh Papali having an HIA, in fact, as the Raiders creep up inside the Parramatta half. Played by Curtis Scott. Gula gets his opportunity there. Now all direct. They have gone through the gears here, Canberra. Whiten with his kick, putting pressure on Ferguson. Got a jump. Croker hit the deck, and it's a penalty to Canberra as a result.
You got to go back towards
How quickly this has turned.
Yeah, the Raiders starting to get some ascendancy here. Field position, possession, their way.
There you go, mate. When you're ready, mate.
Tap and go. Good decision.
So Canberra just 5 metres away from the line. The match turned on a forward pass at a dummy half from Parramatta. Corey Horsburgh with the ball. It's been all the Raiders since then. They're right under the black dot. Here's Hodgson. Out the back, George Williams onto Hudson Young. He took a good tackle over the top by Marnie to stop him. Hodgson goes a little wider. Oh, good tackle on Gula from Campbell Gillard. That's a shot. Then Whiten. Oh, that's too high. Jack, what happened there? Got it all wrong, passing right to left.
And that's happened a few times over the last couple of matches for the Raiders. Their execution hasn't been great. Whether it's been Whiten or Williams or someone throwing a ball. That one disappointing finish to that set. They had the penalty 10 metres out. Ricky would have loved them to have stayed down this end for a while.
Chance, bind them all in, Hudson.
Well, they again making some inroads through that middle, weren't they, with some good short passing, and couldn't take advantage of it.
A scrape on the back of the melon of Blake Ferguson there.
Yeah, although they got it wrong there, Kev, I thought they had chances, both left and right. The Eels' defence on the edge looked a little thin.
Canberra completing at 8 of 12, 67% so far tonight. But they are winning the battle in defence here again. Hard to make ground for Parramatta as Papali headed towards the dressing room. Niokore with the ball.
Now, he's been strong. He's been very good. No Nathan Brown, Niokore stepped up to the plate.
Ooh, Moses almost lost it, then pushed a pass. Madison was under intense pressure. Moses had to take the shot there, having juggled the ball, but
Blake.
Again, I go back. The match has turned on a forward pass at a dummy half. Parramatta have gone back significantly in this match, where they were.
By the time he regathered that after almost losing it, the Canberra defence was standing on top of Shaun Lane. There was no pass in that play.
Let's go down to the sideline. Steve Roach.
Boys, Josh Papali's come off with a HIA. Now, it just goes to show how hard that he runs the football back. Blake Ferguson, he's caught the hip there. Geez, good at running that football back. Papali, nearly out cold. He's in the sheds at the moment.
So we're going to
not be back.
but go without him.
Just looking at that.
That's the first cut, so we'll just treat it.
And now Gula's got a cut, so he has to be attended to. It's a tough physical battle tonight. There's bloodshed.
Yeah. The Eels were perfect, 10 from 10. They are now 11 from 14, so they've only been able to get through one set in their last 4, and they've made a couple of errors now around halfway to give Canberra terrific field position to start their sets.
And a few scrums tonight. Charles Nickel-Pogstad with the ball. Jennings first contact, good. Stopped him in his tracks. Good match this. Last one on an intriguing Super Saturday. I'm almost hesitant to say, is that the real set restart? That one it was.
That one's the right one, yep.
Now dumped off there for Curtis Scott. Curtis Scott is 38 metres away from the Parramatta line. And it comes with Soliola. And Soliola proving a handful there. They are 25 from the line now. Hodgson right up on the advantage line. Gula with it. Hodgson goes left side. Whiten keeps them guessing. Soliola's had a lot of touches tonight. He's there again. Hodgson, dab, kick was knocked forward by Canberra. Parramatta in the scramble.
No, that's his boot. First one by Elliott.
He changed his mind there. I think Parramatta thought that it was going Canberra's way. Then he said,
Elliott's knocked it on.
Elliott Whitehead knock on.
Yeah.
And that was a near thing there. Terrific tackle from Madison on the inside to stop Soliola, first of all.
Well, I can't really see a knock on from anyone too much there.
No.
Let's go.
Only had 10 seconds to challenge and didn't fire in quick enough if they were going to go ahead with it. Whitehead's not the captain, it's the captain who has to do it. And Whitehead couldn't convince his countrymen. If it was Hodgson or it was going to be Croker, he couldn't convince either. Ferguson with the ball for Parramatta. 27 minutes gone. We've got a good one at 6-all. Kafusi now on. Ooh, falls through the tackle there. And the set restart, that is for real there. As Parramatta have it, 5 metres short of halfway. Marnie and Dylan Brown playing it tough there. Marnie now has the headband on. Started with the headgear. Oh, don't know what happened there. Whether the arm was played at, possibly by Hudson Young. Now Parramatta, do they want to challenge that?
It was a great play from Hudson Young. Marnie jumped out of dummy half down that short side, but took too long to throw the pass. I thought it was fair play from Hudson Young.
In the middle, guys.
Yeah, it was very smart play, wasn't it? Just grabbed the arm of Marnie. See there, just grabs his arm, not playing at the ball. It's a knock on. Nice work.
That's the play. You don't touch the football. You pull the arm away, so the knock on goes to the man that is carrying the ball.
Clock's going down. Bind in, Jordan.
It's the 14th career game for Hudson Young in the NRL.
That's out. Look at it. It's out.
Rapana at lock from the scrum. 5 short of halfway. Hodgson to Curtis Scott. Going to step his way past Dylan Brown. Soliola's gone to the bench. Saliva Havili out there, but some impressive stats from Soliola tonight. 8 hit-ups for 78 metres and a couple of tackle busts and 14 tackles into the bargain as well. Raiders into the Parramatta half. Whiten working with Whitehead. Ferguson there on him. Canberra territory has all turned. They were struggling to get into Parramatta's half. Now they live there. Last tackle. Left side, Whiten going to run it. Oh, Croker's pass was forward for sure. They've kept it going, so that'll be a try. The pass surely was forward. I don't know what they check. What do they check?
Well, they can't check the forward pass.
Just confirm the kick chase is onside.
Kick chase is onside, that's all they can do. They might be embarrassed once they see the pass.
Oh, the pass was a yard full.
Yeah, from Croker.
Definitely was, and that was fairly clear to us, but they're not even going to go back that far. They're checking, well, they can't rule on it anyway.
No, they're onside. Whiten takes the ball.
Whitehead are cleared as being onside. Corey Herzberg was in front of the kicker and doesn't play a part, and the ball is grounded in goal. We have a decision.
Canberra's in front for the first time tonight, and the man who was their lone try scorer last week comes up with their second try for tonight.
Well, it was Whiten at speed at the Parramatta line that caused the problems, but as we'll see on replay, the ball from Croker was forward.
Well, he's in front of him there now anyway.
Oh goodness. God.
That's a bad one.
Oh.
But anyway, we get bad decisions in games, and the Raiders have taken advantage of it.
We've had a lot of passes this year where it's been hard to tell whether it's gone forward or it hasn't. We're looking at the hands. That one was quite obvious.
The word stinker.
That was as forward as you'll ever want it to be, and the touch judge couldn't have been in a better position to rule on it. But the Raiders take advantage of it.
They certainly did.
They didn't stop.
No, they kept playing.
Nick Kotrick's kick was an absolute beauty. Whiten catches it after starting the movement and picks up the second roll for a try.
All right, we've got to move on from the forward pass. Can we hail that kick from Kotrick? That was, watch that replay. That gets better and better. With every replay, the skill of a winger at speed to put a kick in like that off the outside of his right boot.
Yeah, great skill.
And I'm not dismissing it, Parramatta, the forward pass. There's no doubt about it, but there's, you know, been happening since 1908. There's not much we can do now.
No, there's not that much we can do about it, and it did take my attention away from what actually happened. And you're right, Kotrick's kick was an absolute beauty. Back on the inside, off the outside of the foot.
Steve Roach, sideline.
Well, what's the touchy doing? That's a deliberate forward pass.
Pat him on the head.
He's right there. I mean, what's he doing? But what about the skill from White and the catch from the infield kick, catch and pass back on the inside? Good skill.
I must say, Gavin Badger, the sideline official, we're applauding him. From 33 metres, he nailed the forward pass from Reid Marnie, dummy half. And that turned the game Canberra's way, but then didn't quite get that one. Canberra have the ball. Super Saturday, Fox League. More controversy, 12-6, 9.5 to go first half. What will the Rugby League gods do after that? They square it up somehow for Parramatta.
It normally does happen that way, doesn't it, Vossi?
Hodgson now, scooping up. Well, what's tough probably for Parramatta fans watching right now is saying, well, we had a try taken off us. Mitchell Moses, the bomb, the tap, that we all said went sideways at worst. Hodgson now kicks. There's a deflection. Raiders have knocked on. So Parramatta will get a scrum feed. With just under 9 to go first half, and Whitehead's got a little problem.
Just having a little rest on the ground there. It was a kick from Hodgson, wasn't it? Just couldn't thread it through. And there's the knock on. They're going into the middle again for a scrum, the Eels.
And it was around the 20-minute mark when that forward pass from Reid Marnie to Junior Paulo turned things around, and the Raiders have just been able to keep their foot on the throat of the Eels ever since then.
Halftime show, you will hear reaction from embattled Brisbane coach Anthony Seibold. Reaction to their latest defeat to the Wooden Spooners of last year, and the team that was running last going into this round, the Gold Coast Titans. Stick around for that one right here on Fox League. Daniel Alvaro has run out there for Parramatta. Canberra leading 12-6. And Kafusi, who I thought grew in stature last week with his performance against the Roosters, is Dylan Brown. Attacking the line, Lane off his hip. 15 away, tackle 4. Parramatta with Brown, they're standing wide. Decoy was Alvaro. Moses off for Madison. He can offload. Ryan Madison and Paulo are the offloaders in the Parramatta side. Last play Eels, Marnie, Moses, kick will come down just short of the line. Rupp and a Rupp. It's bounced sideways. Sevo's gone over. Is it forward? Is it back? Flip a coin. Paper, scissors, rock. Get a dartboard. I don't know.
Left side kick chase from Parramatta is cleared as being onside. It's a clean run for the ball in the contest.
Well, Sean Lane gets a hand to it first, I thought. Might have just...
I thought that went back, though, possibly. That angle's not going to show us too much.
And then it came off Rapana. I thought Rapana's hand then knocked it towards the goal line. Very
Sean Lane
quickly.
contacts the ball. It goes forward, which constitutes a knock-on in the field of play. We have a decision.
Goes forward.
Yeah, it did go forward. I thought it might have been... Anyway, it's forward.
It's forward.
I was going to try and give an explanation as to why I thought it might have been a try, but I won't, because it's not a try.
There were more hands in the play than you'd find on a Dutch factory floor there.
On the line, Hudson.
Canberra have the ball 10 metres out from their own line.
So that's 3 near things now for the Eels.
I don't know whether they'll let you off your leash. What you really want to say, you're holding back here, Brandy. You're holding back. I wish you the Incredible Hulk. You'd rip your shirt off right now and say what you're really thinking.
I'm going to go with the officials. Andrew?
Good call. At 12-6, just under 7 to go first half. Super Saturday. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Madison over the top of Corey Osborne again. Well, they just don't like redheads, Parramatta. That's been confirmed. They got something against Rangers.
What's happening here?
Let's go, Corey.
While we're trying to work that out, boys, Papali has passed his HIA.
Is he trying to...
I don't know. He's
his
hurt
knee?
himself.
That is an interesting way to fight, on your back. Corey Horsburgh.
I think it was something with his knee. That's what he had the complaint with, and then Ryan Madison happened to be there.
Corey Horsburgh, as we watch this replay, has pointed out who he wants and how he's going to get him. This young man is fired up right now, Corey Horsburgh. Have a look at this. He's ready. He's almost in tears, Corey. He's ready to go.
Let's go then.
My goodness, the emotion here on Super Saturday. And limping off now. They've got the penalty, Canberra. This is more drama.
He's emotional.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure his knee got twisted in the tackle. That's what he's upset about. And he...
What a moment.
Right here.
What a shot that was from Corey Horsburgh.
Daniel moves.
This is some night. What a Saturday night on Fox League. 12-6. So much drama. The halftime show with oodles of things to review here. Plus here, all out of Anthony Seibold in Brisbane. Now George Williams. In the meantime, Raiders stay on top. Ryan Sutton plays it. George Williams steps wrong-footed lane. And that was the last tackle.
Hey, boys, Horsburgh was in tears as he was coming past here with the trainer, and he gave it to, well, what crowd there is here. Someone must have yelled something out at him. Thought he was going to jump the fence.
That's an amazing moment, fellas, that we've watched there. It's so raw. What happened to Corey Horsburgh and his reaction?
Kafusi's a bit ginger on that leg.
You know he wears his heart on his sleeve, and there's a great indication of it there.
Now we've got some more drama here for Parramatta. Mitchell Moses is with the trainer behind the dead ball line. Parramatta's end. He's off the field, Mitchell Moses. They're treating his leg. Well, look at this. It's happening everywhere here. How many storylines do you want out of a first half? Moses down for the count at the moment. Parramatta with Blake. Denied a try in the first half. This is concern for the Eels, number 7. Brown kicks under pressure there. Close to the sideline. Rapana. I'm looking at Moses. He's gone. He's hobbling. So Mitchell Moses off the field for Parramatta. Josh Papali has come back on for the Raiders for Amre Gula. You don't know where to look at the moment. Rapana with the ball. Hobbling badly is Mitchell Moses. There he is, the Parramatta halfback. Now they have to adjust to what has happened there.
He's pointing to his Achilles somewhere.
Yeah, it seems to be a foot problem, Kev.
This time with Sutton. Last tackle, Canberra. Hodgson. Whiten. They're going to run it. They're going to run it. Whiten Croker goes back inside. What a pass. Oh, what a save. What a save from Dylan Brown. That was executed so close to being brilliant from Canberra. Outside, inside, beautiful.
Yeah, great play from, again, Jack Whiten. Getting things going for the Raiders down that left side. Wanga Blake was up, Blake Ferguson was back, and that created a bit of space down that left touchline. The ball back on the inside from Croker was a cracker and almost produced a try. And then Dylan Brown saves the day, stealing it out of Jack Whiten's hands.
Well, that was in a similar position to last week, wasn't that tackle that cover tackle that he pulled out on Keary? Another match try saver.
Still on for Canberra from the scrub. George Williams, he's beaten Sean Lane again. Then at a dummy half chance called Klokstad is pushed back by Kafusi, Alvaro, Marnie. Right under the crossbar here. 2.5 to go. Half time. They're big minutes. Very big minutes in such a big match. Sutton to play it. Parramatta led 6-0. They concede their third straight try in a moment. Havili. Burrows lost the ball. He's lost it, yes. Parramatta.
He's making a tackle.
Hang on.
You've got to hold the ball. He just got caught in an awkward position.
Loses the ball and Klein explains the ruling there.
Oh, that's frustrating for the Raiders. They're in prime position there to score their third try. Under pressure, the Parramatta defence. The speed of the play the ball from George Williams almost saw Klokstad get himself to the try line. I don't know if the Eels are hanging on for another 3 tackles there. If Havili hangs onto that footy and is able to play it, he knows it too.
Let's go, bind in, chance.
Powerful run from him, wasn't it? Back through the ruck. And Gutherson was there to save the day.
Extraordinary match this has been. The way the first half has unfolded. Individual controversies and injuries and drama, but the way the game turned was just incredible. Now Ferguson's down, holding his jaw. And not getting up. Blake Ferguson with a wobbly boot. Marion for Alvaro. That reshuffle for Parramatta. Dylan Brown into halfback, and Takairangi is out there for the Eels. Here's Brown. This is the tackle on Ferguson. You see anything at home there?
I think he copped one up under his chin on his throat. Down this short side here through Lane.
Lane able to push through one. Last tackle, Parramatta. 1 minute to go, first half. Dylan Brown to bomb, and it's out Sivo's way. You'll get there first. Micah's got it, throws it high. Jennings second kick, back towards the post. They fly high again. Alvaro with the ball, he was hit high. Parramatta can't get it away. 5 from the line, but they get the penalty for the high shot.
Yeah, he copped one right at the death there, Daniel Alvaro, but terrific play from Micah Sivo to take the ball. Then Jennings to throw it back in. Rapana was the one that hit Alvaro high.
And they had numbers on the right side, didn't they, Brandy?
For a high tackle there.
He went back to the left. If Alvaro had have turned the other way, Kev, you're right, they had Wanga Blake, Blake Ferguson, Ryan Madison all out on this right-hand side.
Come back on.
Hodgson report there, and now with Moses off, you lose one of the best goal kickers in the competition, and Clint Gutherson will step up for his first shot since round 19, 2018. Has kicked 60 goals in his career, so he's no rookie in terms of goal kicking, but it's just been a while. And he's got this one to finish the first half. 10 metres out. What a Super Saturday. It delivers again in the third match. Half-time here. The two coaches about to address their teams. We have a big half-time show coming up. Half-time. Canberra 12, Parramatta 8. It has been quite a night of drama at Bankwest Stadium. Mitchell Moses, big news for Parramatta. He won't be back tonight. It does appear to be an Achilles problem for him. And it's not of the minor kind, but you'd have to say not a rupture either, so not at the furthest end of the scale. Canberra have got their problems with Corey Horsburgh. Now, the incident involved 3 in the tackle, but I have to clear Parramatta here. I know Corey was upset with the circumstances of his injury, but I think this replay will just clarify that this is an accident. His ankle gets caught under Daniel Alvaro. It's not a cannonball tackle. His left ankle gets caught under the body of Daniel Alvaro. I don't think Daniel's done anything wrong, and he resents, and it goes on with Ryan Madison. That's a separate issue. He probably just thought someone's attacked my legs there. Yeah,
no fault of the Parramatta players at all. Just an unfortunate incident for Horsburgh. He had his ankle in a bucket of ice at half-time.
Second half underway right here on Fox League. What happens next? Next, who would know? It's been such a night. 12-8. And a good first shot to start the second half. Parramatta will have to play on without their playmaker.
Yeah, we saw scenes in the dressing sheds at half-time with Brad Arthur talking to Brad Takarangi, who is out there at the moment. So you would think Dylan Brown would be half. And Takarangi, very skillful, big player, will play in the 5'8" position.
Oh, Junior Paulo's coughed it up there, and Papali's come up with the worst possible start. And he's been left behind, Junior Paulo. He's on the deck here. What did happen in all of that? Solid hit up, and then, well, the stripper's there, Josh Hodgson.
He might have got a shoulder to the... just there into the chin, see?
Yeah. They just shook him up a bit.
Not much going Parramatta's way. Mid-bank West here. It's in the opening seconds of the second half. So play will continue for the Canberra Raiders, who trailed 6-0. Meantime, Curtis Scott may have a dislocated finger out at right centre. He's with a trainer. That's in the first seconds of the second half. Young held up for Canberra. There he is, Curtis Scott. Paulo was being treated. Scott was getting the treatment. White inside for one of the first half try scorers. Papali, who came through HIA in the first half as well. Hodgson, Whiten, and Nickel Klokstad floats it high. Now a spread for the corner. Godric, Brandy, they've caught it forward.
Well, the touchy was right there, Brandy, wasn't he? Got it right.
We're not at a great angle to rule on this one or to help the touch judge out, but he was again in position. Let's have a look at it. Out the back from Jack Whiten, Nickel Klokstad.
Well, I'm okay with that one.
Paying you the big bucks, Brandy. What's your call?
I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right. Maybe the touch judge is overcompensating for what happened in the first half.
And now Paulo's off for Parramatta.
That'll be a HIA, you'd think.
But if this match was a book, we're already up to our 21st chapter.
Ray Stone on.
Late with it here for Parramatta. So good across the first 15 or 20 minutes of this game. Now it's a struggle. Ferguson with the ball. Marty for Campbell Gillard. I mean, a lot of heavy treatment dished out on RCG tonight. He's dished out a bit of his own as well. Marty on for Madison.
These two have had a great battle too, haven't they? Madison and Whitehead have been outstanding.
This time Ray Stone, good hit and spin. Bit of Ray Price about that. Parramatta legend. Across to Dylan Brown. He's going to send Lane on to chase. And also getting through the fly high from Sevo. But Canberra end up with a ball. He ended up with a free challenge at it there, Micah Sevo.
He didn't. Canberra would want to be alert to that. A couple of times in the first half, he took high balls and then kept it going with offload. So, the talent of Micah Sevo, certainly not in question.
Poker this time for Canberra. Klokstad now, offloading back for Havili. Nice right arm fend there on Stone. Short of halfway. Second restarts have stopped. Last tackle this time for Canberra as they get into the second half battle. George Williams. Match has got every indicator of another one down to the wire, just like we had last week. Now the Eels on their own 20, beginning this set. Michael Jennings. And Scott there in the tackle with Havili. Dylan Brown. Ferguson. Crossfield, but well handled. Not getting much freedom of movement. Ferguson. Takarangi. Brilliant tackle there. Cut in half by Sutton. Marnie Gutherson has to step up here with Moses off the field. 5 tackles up for Parramatta. Rather uneventful, although Brown's going to run it. Run it on the last. Stone passes, kept alive. Brown off lane, out to Sevo. Look out, Sevo kicks long. That's an anticlimax. And Canberra back in possession with Kotrick, the tackle buster, and another one. Let's go down to the sideline, Steve Roach.
Yeah, just an update on Mitchell Moses. It's a calf tear. So that's the problem at the moment. He's going for scans. And also Horsburgh for the Canberra Raiders. It's an arch problem just under his foot. So he got twisted in that tackle by Alvaro. So he will take no further part in the game.
Well, they're both injuries that potentially will see them sidelined for a while if they receive bad news. The crutch is out now for Mitchell Moses. Oh, good tackle there. George Williams, Stone, Campbell Gillard. Oh, and last tackle, untidy. Raiders, good recovery. Whiten, really good recovery. Jack Whiten leads the charge of the cavalry downfield and makes the tackle with Croker.
Oh, it's a big play, isn't it? From Jack Whiten. Had to go back, pick the ball up off the ground. Great left foot kick, found the grass, and then made the tackle on Gutherson. A lot of responsibility on young Dylan Brown's shoulders in this second half. He will need to steer this Parramatta team around, do the bulk of the kicking.
Just an apology, just a little technical issue at the moment with our tackle count on screen. As Lane takes the ball to the 40-metre line. And the Eels working through this set, halfway through it, and Marnie's going to kick early. It's from over the 40-metre line. Kotrick mightn't necessarily be totally aware of that. Here he is with the ball. Coming into this round, no player had busted more tackles than Kotrick, but he hasn't had too many chances tonight. Michael Klokstad with the ball for Canberra. Kotrick reports that maybe the target of the Bulldogs. That's a fair fend. There on Marnie from Rapana. Don't argue, may have been straight to the chin. And there's a set restart. And Jordan gets up with a little bit of a verbal as well. This is a lively one. Raiders with instructions. Run like your life depends on it. There's Hudson Young back in field for Papali. 32 away from the line. Hodgson to Whiten. Step. Use his size and takes in 3 defenders. Fourth tackle. Hodgson. George Williams. A poke. Doesn't get it through the line. Takarangi hasn't played at it in the eyes of Ashley Klein. Williams across. And Hudson Young ends up with a ball. And this is the last tackle. Hodgson, the kick, has got a retreating Sevo underneath it. Raiders fans probably expect a little more at the end of that set.
Yeah, it just needed some more height, so Rapana could get involved in the contest. Just a little pop gun of a kick there from Josh Hodgson.
Good description, Brandon. The pop gun kick didn't come off. And Stewart's staying in the coach's box to watch this one here at Bankwest. 12 points to 8. 8 minutes gone, second half. Parramatta getting Kufusi off the field in back play. And Niokore coming back into the game. Kick will come from Takarangi. It's only his 3rd game for the year.
Whoa.
He's put that out on the full. He was under defensive pressure from the Raiders. It's an error from the Eels.
Yeah, they really battled to make ground too, and they have been coming out of their own end, so he's kicking well inside his own 40. That was only a 20-25 metre gain from that set of 6, and the pressure was enough to put off an inexperienced general play kicker.
And from the Canberra dressing room live pictures, a disappointing end of the night for Corey Horsburgh. Moonboot on, now crutches. So crutches for Moses, crutches for Horsburgh. Not good. Canberra with the ball. And they're only 20 away. George Williams, this looks promising. He's a good one-on-one tackler, Dylan Brown. George Williams. There's Hodgson. Hodgson, show, and smothered. Absolutely smothered in the tackle. Didn't realise Ray Stone was coming. There's George Williams back with Josh Papali, who walked over for a try in the first half. 5 tackles up for Canberra. You'd reckon they'll look for the repeat set. It's Williams' duty to try and get it. Was it a bit hard off the boot? It was. I don't think Gutherson touched it. It's a 7-tackle set. Starts from the 20.
Yeah, he went close. He almost made a play at that ball. George Williams just getting the weight of the kick wrong. Just relieving the pressure there. Another set of 6 would have been interesting. I don't know if the Eels can hold their line that long. There's the kick from Williams. Just allowing Parramatta now to work it back into Canberra territory.
It was the most unusual 20-minute restart by Gutherson. It was a 2-legged jump. Parramatta on a set restart. There's been 7 of them tonight. Campbell Gillard with the ball now.
Just found some energy here, the Eels, haven't they? 7 tackles will get them right down into the Raiders' territory and look for an attacking kick here to finish the set off.
Stone for Marty, Dylan Brown. Nice work in the lead-up. Gutherson out for Sebo. Try and stop him. They've done it. They've done the impossible. Charles Nickel-Clockstad. Amazing. He must have kryptonite or something on him. Marty with the ball for Parramatta. Sebo could not repeat his dose on Tedesco of last week as now Brown kicks for another opportunity. It's up, it's play on. He's got it back. The tackle count restarts. And they've caught him again. Sevo. Hudson Young there. Marnie. It's a full set for Parramatta here. Dylan Brown. They played a golden point game, these two sides, a few years ago where Josh Hodgson scored the match-winning try. Could happen again tonight. Campbell Gillard, Dylan Brown slows it down. Gutherson with the ball. Headed out Sevo's way again. Micah, have a crack. Trying to put a fend on Rapana.
It's almost like a straight right, that fend, wasn't it? And Rapana took umbrage to it, and I think he got one back in.
So
just
what's
watch
the
this
fend?
Oh, that's all right.
And his mouth guard goes flying.
And then
it's not the first time tonight that Jordan, you said, has flattened the turf. Kevy, is that what you said in the first half?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going for the turf this time. I think he's going for the ball.
Might have been a little right up and cut there.
It was a good fend though, wasn't it, as you said, Brandy?
Well, just a chance to talk about the tackle from Chance Nickel-Clockstad with Sevo all on his own. I just had pictures of last week and Sevo running over the top of Nickel-Clockstad.
I had the priest on standby, Brandy. I've got the priest on speed dial now.
But he couldn't do it. There it is. Oh, got underneath
Just got underneath it, yeah.
Got underneath it.
Nice
Terrific tackle.
Brave to go there. What an incredible night on this Super Saturday. Dr. Gower with Mitchell Moses. Very versatile, David Gower for the Eels. Now Lane with the ball. It's still on for Parramatta. Tackle 1. 5 from the line. Trying to regain the lead. Ray Stone! Ray Stone has gone over. I told you, you didn't know what was going to happen next. And in my list of 117 things, Ray Stone was 118 to score a try.
Yeah, players in motion there. Reid Marnie did a terrific job, and everyone, the Canberra defence, forgot about Ray Stone. They were thinking of others. Bigger names, bigger bodies. Takarangi up the back, Regan Campbell-Gillard, and Reid Marnie delivers a beautiful pass. What a great sleight of hand from the Parramatta hooker, and Stone just gets through the Hodgson tackle. Terrific hit back by Parramatta.
Oh, it's a great hit back from the Eels. And it was sleight of hand, wasn't it, from Reid Marnie, as you said, Brandy. The last person on the field to expect to get the ball there was Stone, and he just ran a great line on the outside shoulder, made it a one-on-one tackle.
First career try.
That's his first one.
He got to call Bailey Sirinen scoring his first career try the other night. And now the former Moss Vale Dragon from the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, beautiful part of the world, has scored the first try of his career. Not too far away from Robertson, home of the Hindmarsh brothers. Ian and the other one, Nathan. Here's Gutherson. Successful. Parramatta back in front. 13 and a half gone, second half. This is something special tonight.
Well, it is. Let's just watch the try again. Marnie does a great job. And it was Elliot Whitehead who overread things. He forgot about Ray Stone. He wasn't looking at Stone. He was looking at Campbell Gillard out the back, and that created the space. But you talk about turning points. The turning point of this half, the George Williams kick that went dead.
Yeah.
7 tackles set. The Eels were under pressure. And then they work it up there, they keep it up there, and they come up with a try.
I think Brandy hit it on the head there. Players in motion. Just got the defensive line thinking about who was going to get the footy. I've been watching that Raymond Stone for the last couple of seasons here. He's a great front-on defender, but he gets a try to get him right back in the match now, Parramatta.
Oh, yeah, he's a tough one, isn't he, Ray Stone?
And very popular as well amongst the players. You see that when he scored his try. They embraced him heavily.
Parramatta leading by 2. It's good to see a moment like that, the first of the career. Corey, he was good in his first stint. Follows it up. Here he is, the try machine. For Parramatta, caught low by Sutton. Now they get the burst of energy again. And up over halfway they go. 5 tackles, gets them in a position to kick to a corner. It'll be Brown's job to try and do that. He hooks it back, doesn't get the distance. That's a strange kick. Takes off the advantage of the set, and Rapana gets over the 30.
Yeah, and that will be the one thing that they really miss from Mitchell Moses, his kicking game. Not saying Brown's not up to it, but there was an example of just the difference between the two halves.
We had a misfire from Takairangi, and now Brown with that kick. Rapana's down. I think it might be just cramp for the Raiders.
He's lost the boot, Bossy. He's putting the boot back on, but
no dramas then. Oh, nice hands. Soliola, Hodgson. Gula's come on for Papali, and he's straight into the play. Gula with the ball here. Raiders 35 metres away from the Parramatta line. Yeah, the boot problem. Now they're dealing with a cramp for Rapana. I think he's got cramp in both legs. Now George Williams. Then for Nickel Glogstad. So there's no Rapana out on the wing. Curtis Scott with the ball. Has to come back in field. Rapana is still, that's back down outside the 30-metre line. He'll be playing in Crocs in a moment as George Williams kicks. Easy to get on and off. Now the ball out to the wing. It's Kotrick, kept alive. Gula with the ball, does the save. Williams hit by Marnie, got it away to Hodgson, who kicks it up the side of the boot. It bounces over the sideline. Textbook stuff on the last from the Raiders.
yeah, not the finish they were looking for. Ricky Stewart not too concerned. Rapana's just made his way back up to the line now. It was a messy end of the set, wasn't it? They're just trying to get a kick in, offloads and passes. Someone's got to get the kick away. Hodgson did, but not a lot of pressure there on that kick.
Well, it went to the right man, didn't it? Hodgson is generally a very good kicker of the footy. He just got that one wrong.
Blake with the ball from the scrum. And now, man of the moment, Ray Stone's gone off the field for Parramatta. Interchange brings Paulo back. And if you think back to last Saturday night, Parramatta really lifted. Paulo's second stint was outstanding against the Roosters. Here he is. And he really came back with a number of offloads when he came back on. There's Stone off the field. Campbell Gillard. Oh, that was forward, was it? Delane, 34 metres away. And this time the Okore. Rocks you around, even up in the commentary box, we're bruised. Marnie to Brown. Brown, Gutherson, Sebo's way, kicks early. There's Clint thinking there. Nickel Glogstad has come up with a ball, weaving his way back upfield. It seemed a very early call to kick from Gutherson.
Yeah, he had a couple of men outside him. Jennings was there, as was Sevo. He opted for the kick, and it was the wrong play. Not very often he does that, Clint Gutherson. Normally pulls the right rein.
Parramatta, no team has scored more second-half points this year than the Eels. That's stat in their favour. Good run, Gula. 40 away, Hodgson up on the advantage line with Williams. Jinking got away from Paulo. at first attempt.
He's elusive, isn't he? George Williams.
He backs himself. Prepared to cop a shot. Whiten kicks it out Sebo's way. Here comes Rapana. They both jumped maybe a fraction early. Brown's ended up with a ball. Dylan Brown will be trapped in goal, but they're going to rule knocked forward by Rapana.
Yeah, I think George Williams, when he bounced off Junior Paulo there, he came off second best.
We've got an assessment there.
Let's have a look here.
He does bounce, doesn't he, George Williams? That's his footwork's very bouncy. It's a nasty head collision.
Top of Junior Paulo's head.
No thanks.
Only one winner there.
He's looked dangerous with the ball, hasn't he, tonight, Brandy?
Very
Williams.
elusive,
Yeah,
Williams.
got good footwork and quite deceptive with his movements. He obviously tried to take Paulo on. He's a bigger man, so trying to use him with his footwork.
Last week it was Jack Whiten's eye, or 2 weeks ago, and now you got George Williams' nose.
Nothing like a whack in the nose to make your eyes water.
On a cold winter's night, Junior Paulo's head, which, apologies to Junior, but it'd be like a couple of bricks.
Okay, up now. Use the foot brake. Out of the way.
It's going to cause some damage. So Eels away, or trying to get away from their own 20. Used up a couple of tackles here. 21 minutes to go. Super Saturday on Fox League, big post-match show. So many stories to revisit from a very busy Saturday.
Well, good offload.
Your headlines. There's the Paulo offload. Gutherson Brown. Thought he might have unleashed Jennings or Sebo there, but went himself. Marnie. And Takarangi is offloaded to Campbell Gillard.
Now, how well did he do to pull that in? He was past the ball then, Campbell Gillard. A couple of offloads just gave them the space they needed for the kick.
Now they've gone to Gutherson to try a kick. They're taking it in turns. Nickel Klogstad set for that one. Here comes.
He's been good again tonight, hasn't he, Nickel Klogstad, defensively, and his positional play under those high kicks continues to bring the ball back strongly.
Release now.
Inside their own 30, the Raiders. The fullback who last week covered 236 metres in a beaten side against Manly. Hodgson. Oh, Sutton. Oh, that's caused some damage. Blake is down. Blake is down on hands and knees. They have to stop the game, I would have thought. Kept alive. Young bats it back. He's cleaned up his own work there, but they have to stop here for Blake. He's not sure who is at Bankwest.
Well, he's up on his feet now. A good result in the end for the Parramatta Eels. They've won 20 metres here. There's the bump. Ryan Sutton, he gets up and carries on. Just got his head in front of Sutton as he was carrying the ball forward.
He got it front and back.
There's been a lot of HIAs tonight, hasn't there? What would that be, number 5?
This will get Ray Stone back into the game. So much to cover on an injury note post-game. We'll have the latest news on Mitchell Moses. Report from Blocker was calf, possible tear. The news on Corey Horsburgh and everything else that has happened here tonight.
This is a gutsy effort from Parramatta. If they go on and win this game, losing their playmaker like that, they've had to change the way they've played. They've toughened it out at the moment. Great effort from them.
14 plays 12 after it was 12-8 at half-time. To that penalty goal right on half-time at the moment, proving the difference. Played by Sebo. Now Paulo. Not able to pass on that occasion. If the Raiders were to win, Blocker, we'd have just one competition point separating the top 5 after tonight, and possibly 6 come tomorrow if Manly win. How good's that after 7 rounds? Here's Madison on the outside. Takarangi's kick off the back of Croker.
You've jumped up into the path of the ball.
Oh, big call here.
You've jumped up.
You've jumped up into the path of the ball, so played at, even though he turned his back. I'll back the referee. He's got to make subjective calls. What do you think?
I think he's just turned his back. Like,
Yeah, I think you're playing at the ball
It's because he jumped.
because he jumped. I'm going to go with the referee and say that is playing at the ball.
That's right. It's not a,
You knew where the ball was coming.
That's
You knew
right.
where it was.
It's not a reflex action to jump up
Hudson.
at a ball coming your way. Is that how you'd explain it? QC Alexander?
Sounds good.
well, that's one that's gone Parra's way because
It is a big call, Kev.
Yeah.
Agree.
Out.
So cross to Jennings. Can't find Sivo. Play one. 30 out again. That scrum. Brown stands out at left wing. Sivo at centre. Jennings closest still. Paulo with it for Parramatta. 6 points has been the biggest lead of the night in this one. Brown with the ball. Madison, Niokore. Good front on stuff there. Jack Whiten. Now Marnie. Raystone. Campbell Gillard. Not able to offload there. Marnie, that's 4 tackles into the set. Brown, Gutherson, quick ends, Lane, save.
Wow.
Sean Lane gives Jennings a lane to the try line. Great skill from Parramatta to take the lead by 6.
He's turned himself into a real handful on the edge, Sean Lane. Great ball there from Gutherson. And then the pass from Lane was even better. Just watch Lane crash through the hole, low tackle, able to get that arm free and pick up Michael Jennings, who is playing as good as he ever has. Michael Jennings at 33 looks as sharp as he ever has, and Lane, what a job he did to unload that footy.
that was brilliant, Brandy, and the awareness of Jennings as well. He knows the offloading skills that Lane possesses. It was an excellent line, wasn't it? Back on inside shoulders, very difficult tackle to make on a big man. And Jennings just followed through.
And it just follows up. And by the rules of the game, if you jump or raise your arms when a kick is played, it is considered played at.
Yeah, even though you're turning your back
That's right.
at the ball, you know where the ball's coming, and you're just protecting. By turning your back, you're just protecting yourself, but you're still played at the ball.
That's right. So that was the call. The read of referee Ashley Klein. And Parramatta have taken full advantage following up on that. Watch it again.
Takarangi putting the kick in.
It's not much of a jump, mind you.
I can't see a jump there, but it's something that's gone the Eels' way, and they've capitalised on it.
Well, and we've spoken about the footy gods.
They work it out.
It was time for an Eels decision.
So who would the gods be? Gould, Bennett. Name the others.
Just leave those two up there.
Oh, that's it.
Out.
Meninga.
Meninga, Steve Roach sideline.
Well, that's just knowing your player, isn't it? Sean Lane with that beautiful offload. But look at the change of direction here from Jennings. He knows the space to run into, takes the stripes off his shorts, slams the footy down. Great support play.
And it's the height, 6'5", Sean Lane, able to crash through. Curtis Scott went low, and that just allowed Lane to get that arm free. And it has been quite the effort, hasn't it, from Parramatta in this second half. They started the second half in terrible fashion. Canberra had all the run of play, and the Eels have turned it round off the back of a couple of things that have gone their way.
And not only have they scored the most second half points this year, they're conceding the least. Campbell Gillard runs back. They're only average conceding 5 points a game in second halves this year. So Canberra have got to defy the stats to win it from here. There's time. There is time. There's 15 and a half to go.
Parley back on the field. Strategic move from Ricky Stewart.
Ferguson falling into that tackle. Now for Paulo, mixes it up, passing the Stone short of the line. Nice play, Paulo. Marnie, here he's again lining up. Paulo to Brown. That's great stuff from the front rower. Now Jennings. That was try 151 of his career as well.
Amazing.
In the top 13 all time. Dylan Brown kicking out Kotrick's way. Takarangi got up on the back of Croker. Canberra have possession, just a couple of metres away from their own line.
Yeah, just saw a catch and pass during that set between Junior Paulo and Ray Stone, and that's one part of the Eels game this year. that has been very impressive, and that's the passing game amongst the forwards.
More heavy defence on this Saturday night. It was on Gula there. Papali, he tried something short of the line there, but there's Brown. What a good defender he is, the Parramatta number 6. Hodgson kicks from inside the 40. Gutherson's got it on the run for Parramatta. Looking to reclaim the lead from their Western rivals, Penrith. Campbell-Gillard off for the Eels, and you'll see Kafusi back into play shortly.
He didn't get a lot of that kick either, Josh Hodgson, and that allowed the Eels. Well, Gutherson brought it back to halfway.
Takarangi running straight and hard there for Parramatta. Marnie, Kafusi. I like this young fella. There's a front rower playing his trade. Paulo again. Dummy from Paulo. Almost dashing through. Ball has come loose. Stripped out. Parramatta's possession. This becomes the biggest set of the match. 13 and a half to go. Terrible pass. Not trapped by Brown. Covered up by Madison. Madison now across field. There's Jennings. Weaving, stepping, tackled, 10 away. Maybe something coming Sivo's way shortly. Kafusi takes another run at them. Just a metre short. They are set left side. Marnie goes long. Dylan Brown. Gutherson out. Sivo dives over to score. There's another one for Micah. That's another try for Parramatta. They'll check it with a bunker.
Tackle for you, Jared. We have a try. Just make sure the non-ball carrying arm stays in when he grounds the ball.
It was an awkward... He went diving sideways at the finish.
Oh, no, he does.
Makasiva grounds the ball in the end goal inside the touching goal line. We have a decision.
No problem. And a massive play, wasn't it? The one-on-one strip, the ball went backwards towards Parramatta. They got another set of 6, and that was enough. They looked very impressive, didn't they? It was the kick from Hodgson. Gutherson brought the ball back to halfway. A very good set that they put together, the Eels. They looked dangerous left and right. Junior Paulo threw that set a couple of times. There's the strip. That was play 5. They get 6 to go. A long ball out to Dylan Brown, and then the ball from Gutherson. An absolute beauty.
Oh, he couldn't have passed that any better, could he, Brandy? It was nice set piece again here from the Eels. And Sivo, well, he knows how to finish things off. The 6 to go was the killer blow for the Raiders, because they just timed their set beautifully. Good passing on the inside, some good forward work, and then your go-to men get it done.
Boys, what about that for a strike rate? 26 tries in 32 games, Sivo. Imagine if they had Rudra on the other wing.
Blocker, I'll give you something even more amazing about that statistic. So he's only in his 32nd game. He's now scored against 14 of the 15 rivals. He's just ticking them off. He hadn't scored against Canberra before tonight. He's only got the Bulldogs to go, and he's only in his 32nd game. It's an amazing record, Micah Sivo.
Well, it is now 24-12, and when Mitchell Moses hobbled off the ground just before half-time and the Eels went in down 12-8, I don't think there would have been many people giving the Eels a hope. And just look at that ball. Terrific angle to see that pass from Clint Gutherson across the face of Michael Jennings out to his winger, Michael Sivo. It has been some sort of effort from the Parramatta side.
Hey, boys, they just mentioned to me, Tony Chalmers said Parramatta had some wonderful wingers in the past. He was one of them.
Yeah, he makes a good point, Tony.
Does he? Yes, he does. Eric Growth, as good as they get, running down that left touchline at the old Parramatta Stadium. Tony Chalmers, a member of the 86 Grand Final squad. Famous day for the club.
Neil Hunt was good too.
In fact, it's fair to say Parramatta hasn't won a premiership since Chalmers left.
There goes Junior Paulo again.
Yeah, pirouetting out of the defence there, and another 15-metre gain for Paulo. Madison off the back of it.
5 inside the Canberra half. And Takarangi playing now as an extra forward, sprinting through the defenders. They're 18-0 up since they lost Moses in the match, the Eels. Gufferson now. Gufferson to Madison, not the best kick. It's come back to Ferguson. Not played at, is Klein's call. Not jumped at, not played at.
There's Takarangi, just picked out Josh Hodgson, just brushed him aside and kept going.
A good player to bring off your interchange, isn't he, Takarangi? He's got so many positions covered. Very experienced player. The Raiders need to get a kick along here.
No, Reed is blocking his path.
I just think this has been such an eventful game. I don't know whether they get 2 tries, but I reckon they get one more, Canberra. They'll get the next one and set up the big finish. I don't think this game can finish quietly, based on what we've seen tonight. Papali with the ball. You're watching it all unfold here on Fox League post-match show. Full injury wrap, full controversy wrap, full wrap on the Broncos and their predicament. Whiten and that time Williams passed, but a good tackle on Whitehead. Williams then on for Havili. So a bit of play from George Williams there on the left side of the field. They come this way with Whiten. Whiten, a dummy. Whitehead into Takarangi. Ball comes loose. Croker's then lost it. Last tackle.
Need a result.
Oh, and then could have been set restart. I thought Ferguson might have knocked him down there. Hodgson to Williams. Williams to Bomb. Plenty of chasers. Simonson getting through. Sevo! What a take from Sevo. Hit the ground hard as well. It's the ground that's come worse off.
Yeah, great leap from Mike Acevo under pressure there. Bailey Simonson coming through. Jennings centre field. Slow.
Still 8.5 to go. 24 points to 12. Parramatta right at the moment back to the top of the table. Campbell Gillard can't offload. If they go on to win, it's 6 wins from their opening 7.
Great second stint from that man. Junior Paulo off the field now. Niokore. How strong has he been with the ball? Been fantastic. No Nathan Brown. Niokore has really delivered for the Eels tonight.
Over 100 running metres and 28 tackles, Brandy. Simonson here with the ball for the Raiders. They'd experienced the grand final year last year for young Bailey. Raiders running out of time. Curtis Scott keeping it alive. Simonson with it. And he'll be called to play at 15 metres inside the Canberra half. And not much doing for them now. They need a bit of maybe Jack Whiten brilliance. Oh, that's an odd one. Over the head of George Williams and through the legs of Saliva Havili. Do that again. Here's Croker. This has been a disappointing set.
They get 6 more again.
And they get the set restart, so they can reboot. Go again. And they're 5 metres inside the Parramatta half. Hodgson, Papali. Keeping it straight on that run. That's play 2. Hodgson. This time, Havili. George Williams, a little slicker there. Good tackle on Young. It was Dylan Brown again. Doesn't let too many go when he's first in. Williams passes without looking, and Havili, perhaps he wasn't looking. He put it down as well. Parramatta with the ball, and Parramatta are set closer to victory.
Wonga Blake has passed his HIA. He should be back here for the Parramatta side. Don't forget to catch all the news after the game. Mal Meninga and Cooper Cronk will go over what happened in this game.
And the 2 previous on Super Saturday. Quite the afternoon. Oh, there's Lane. Made an error for Parramatta.
Well, here's their chance, the Raiders, if they were looking for one. Pack a scrum midfield here. Where their points going to come from, Brandy?
Well, if they're going to score 2 tries, Kev, I still like George Williams. I think Williams has been a real threat for most of the night. He just might get the Eels a little tired on the edge.
Jack Whiten, obviously a big threat as well. He gets his running game going.
Canberra not travelling anywhere near as good as they were at the start of the season. They run into the St George Illawarra Dragons next week.
It was like they set themselves for that Melbourne game, and then their form really has been on the decline ever since that big win.
Now the win over the Tigers. Nickel Clockstad caught there by Ferguson. He said surrender, so Ferguson was allowed to lay a little longer in the tackle. Well, 5.5 to go. It's almost down to, well, they have to score this set sort of moment. And Whiten, Nickel Clockstad, dummy. Oh, not fallen for there by Blake. That becomes a wonderful tackle. Ball and all. Whitehead now. Whiten and across. Hodgson, the work, the width. Williams. Sevo was the last defender in off his wing. The two Raiders unmarked on the outside. George Williams kicks over the top. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for the fullback, Nickel Clockstad, to score. Lovely show of skill from the man from Wigan, George Williams.
That's his 7th try assist of the season. They needed a try in this set. If they had been turned away in this set, there was no chance of winning it. But George Williams' kick, 7 try assist, 5 off the boot. No one has laid on more tries off their boot than George Williams this year, and that is such a clever kick. Chip over the top to Nickel Clockstad. How good was it?
It makes it look so easy, doesn't it, Greg? For all of our listeners, viewers at home, watching that just looks so simple, but hours and hours of practice have gone into that kick and that catch as well.
Big kick, has to get it. Croker to get them back within 6, and we have our big finish to Super Saturday on Fox League. Croker reliable as always. Here we go, 4 to go, 24-18. Blocker, you had the privilege of going on kangaroo tours and coming up against some really good British halfbacks. What do you make of Williams?
Oh, look, the thing that I like about him too, he copped a whack on the snoz a little bit earlier, and it was a bad one too. It bloodied him, but he's just kept getting up and getting in front of the Parramatta attackers, and that time he puts on a beautiful piece of work there with the chip over the top, the head over the ball. He's a good player, this kid.
Well, you can't be in the stands right now. You're still seen, you're still heard. Let your club know you're right behind them. Wear your colours, send your support. Do that every game for this one. Hashtag NRL Eels Raiders. Let us know what you think of this game, the effort your teams have put in. 24 plays 18, under 4 minutes remaining. The fans that are in the ground, they are now very tense, the Parramatta faithful. The cardboard cutouts have moved to the edge of their seats. Hodgson out wide, Williams pushing along. That is play 3. I think it's got to go to Jack Whiten. That could open it right up. Here he is, Whiten, Nickel Clockstad, on for Whitehead. Oh, Whitehead through! Whitehead, Nickel Clockstad, he'll sprint away. Here comes Brown. Canberra, just like that. Just like that. 2 tries in a couple of minutes. And did someone say golden point? You bet your life they did.
Absolutely amazing stuff there from the Canberra Raiders. Whitehead throws the dummy. You said it's got to go to Jack Whiten. Whiten down the left side. Williams, Whiten out to Whitehead. He throws the dummy. Wonga Blake falls for it this time. Nickel Clockstad back on the inside. No one had the speed to go with him. Dylan Brown makes the legs tackle, but not early enough. And what a finish.
Well, Elliott Whitehead for mine there. Beautiful show and go. And then the support on the inside. He just had too much speed. What a kick we got now.
It's the Englishmen that have got him back into the game. First, the kick over the top from Williams. Whitehead there. He was so calm. It was right in front of me. The dummy thrown. Clockstad keeps alive back on the inside. He should throw this one over.
Oh, hang on a second, Blocker.
He's a good goal kicker, this bloke.
24-22. Blocker's got him throwing it over from 15 in from touch and 19 out.
I'm with you, Block. I'm confident Jared Croker will put this through.
He's just had it from the same spot.
I'll jump on the queue there as well.
Oh, that's a lot of people on his shoulders. Croker to level it up. He's done it. He is Mr. Reliable. 24, and 90 seconds to go.
And they got time to get themselves in a position for a field goal. Minute 30 left on the clock. Whitehead, the great dummy. Madison should have been there. Can't pick up the ground now. It's too late. Whitehead opens them up. Clockstad goes the rest of the way. And 2 tries in minutes.
And if you're talking field goals, Mitchell Moses, the man who's kicked half a dozen, well, he's on crutches, so no Parramatta player has kicked a field goal. And for the Raiders, well, they could look to any number of players that have kicked field goals in their career. Jack Whiten. George Williams can do it. Josh Hodgson could do it.
Clockstad's handy as well.
They played Golden Point back in 2015, and Josh Hodgson scored a try to break the deadlock. That was the final round of that season. You know what the score was in that game? At the end of regulation time, 24 all. Here we are. Whiteson goes inside for Nickel Clogstad. You know how many points these two sides had scored in history in head-to-head meetings? 1,193, and they're still level. Cotry kicks over the top. Gutherson caught. 35 seconds to go. Extraordinary numbers here. Ferguson with a ball for Parramatta. Over the 20 he goes. They'll need some serious charges to have any sort of field goal chance here. They're going to try and run it though. Brown and Jennings out to Lane. Trying to put a fend on Scott. Makes good meters. Gets them up in the zone. Gutherson's got the ball. Where's Micah? Can't find him. And then a straight over the sideline. Could be penalty. Hang on.
I didn't know.
Hang on.
I didn't.
Ashley Klein.
I never called held, he went into touch.
And has the siren gone in all of that? More drama.
Well, the Parramatta players wanted to play the ball, and they're saying that Gutherson was dragged over the line. It doesn't matter now. It's a moot point.
It's 24 all at the end of 80 eventful minutes. And that's fair enough. Okay. Momentum there with Simonson.
I'm just not sure why he didn't pass the ball to Sevo there.
I think he was trying to get it to him, Kev. Yeah, there was half a chance there for the Parramatta side. Lane doing a good job. What an amazing 80 minutes of footy. 24-12. I know it is never over until it's over, but what a comeback by the Canberra Raiders. Ray Stone opened things up in the second half for the Parramatta Eels. Great ball there from Reid Marnie. They went back to back, and it was Dylan Brown out to Gutherson through a good short ball. Sean Lane onto Jennings. And they had extended their lead to 12 points. There was only 3 minutes left on the clock. We said they need to score in this set, and they did via a George Williams kick out to Nickel Clockstad. And then from the kickoff, 2 tackles later, they spin it to the left. Whitehead throws the dummy, gets in between Wonga Blake and Madison, and picks up Nickel Clockstad back on the inside. Croker kicks the goal. We're all square.
Now, just for the record, while there could be some likely candidates to kick a field goal for Canberra, none have actually kicked one in the NRL. So someone, if it's a field goal that wins it, it'll be the first of their career for Parramatta, or it'll be their first of their career for Canberra.
Are you saying there's Canberra, no one's kicked a field goal?
In the NRL. In NRL, Steve Roach down the sideline.
Yeah, well, I reckon Parramatta had just won the toss and they're kicking off, so the Canberra Raiders will get the first opportunity. George Williams, now watched him kick that ball with his head over. I reckon he might be the man along with Jack Whiten. If they get up the other end, they'll be the first to have a go. Let's see if they can nail it.
Golden Point on a Saturday night. Anyone complaining? I don't think so. We'll go overtime. Not a problem. Raiders' Golden Point record. They've won 10 of 18 all time. Parramatta only 4 of 15. Only 4 Golden Point wins in their history.
Even with that lack of guys in their sides that have kicked it, don't be surprised if the Raiders don't have a shot at a try. We just saw them score from the kickoff, Brandy.
Papali takes the first run. Tackle 1 is 10 metres out from their own line. The other Golden Point game earlier this season that Penrith played Newcastle, how many field goal attempts did we have? Hodgson offloading inside their own 20. 2 offloads. Havili, then Hodgson. Parramatta hoping the Raiders make a mistake. Gula, good run, gets over the 30. That is play number 3, first set of Golden Point. Hodgson, big post-match show coming up here on Fox League. Williams, the battering ram there to within 5 of halfway. Hodgson, and across with Whiten. Yes, they'll run it. Whitehead, into the half he goes. Can someone kick from halfway? Hodgson, back it comes. George Williams was going to have the shot. Now he's got the chip. The ball into no man's land, and Ferguson slides in.
He's picked it up. How did he pick that up?
I thought he was 1,000,000 to 1 to recover that football. He came at it so hard. Jennings out of dummy half, stepping his way for some much-needed metres. Just look at that from Ferguson.
So George Williams was the man and prepared to take the shot from halfway, and almost backed himself into a whole lot of trouble. Parramatta now 40 out. Is it going to be King Gutho? Is it going to be young Dylan Brown? Campbell Gillard on this run, keeping it nice and tight for the Eels on play number 4. No, play 5. It is Gutherson in possession. Gutherson steps. He can't get a kick in off his right. He bombs and chases. It'll find the grass. It bounces back. Roker, who is that? Collin. He's hit high. What happens next again? How can you predict it?
Gutherson didn't have time to kick the field goal, put a bomb up.
I got a high tackle. I'm going to put him on report, but anything else?
My friends from the UK tell me George Williams, by the way, has kicked 1 field goal in his career for Wigan.
So he's no field goal exponent. Mike Acevo, I think he hit him under the. He got him under the shoulder.
Under the ribs, yeah, under the shoulder.
The Gutherson bomb, it could have gone dead quite easily. Horrible bounce for the Raiders. Gutherson slips over. Acevo hit him that hard, but I don't think he hit him in the head kick.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Move now, back here.
And report as well, so let's stay with the action. 2:39 and Golden Point extra time, the first half of it. If you're in our overseas audience, you're not used to Golden Point. We play 5 minutes, then but still level, they restart and go for another 5, and if it's level at the end of that, we call it a draw. Look at Klogstad, Whiten and Gula for Hodgson. Williams, George tackled just inside the Parramatta half. Play 4, no dummy half. Had to wait. Papali now goes on the charge. Well, does George want a shot? It might be Jack Whiten this time who'll take the shot. They're forming a wall, Parramatta. They better be careful. Back to Whiten. Left foot shot, nowhere near it. It'll come down to the side. And Gutherson gets a leg in goal. And that means 7 tackle set.
Oh, that's great play from Clint Gutherson. Knew exactly where the try line was. Are they challenging it?
They're challenging it.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a captain's challenge.
I don't know if he got his
Canberra's
foot.
challenging that the ball was not caught in the
I think he started to just fudge his way forward because the kick dropped that short.
Nice knowledge of the rules by Canberra. You can't challenge a successful field goal. You can only challenge unsuccessful field goal attempts.
Does he keep it on the line? He does.
He's got it.
Well
The
done.
ball is caught with the back foot on the goal line, which constitutes in goal. The challenge is unsuccessful.
That's a huge play from Clint Gutherson. If he doesn't get his foot on the line, they're bringing it out from their own try line. Now they've got a 7 tackle set where they might get in a position to kick a field goal.
And great replay there on Fox League. Can't argue the decision. Parramatta, that counts as the first tackle. It's Paulo, Dylan Brown, they are attacking inside their own half. Taken across field there by Young.
Good yards, isn't it? Good yards.
Paulo on play 3, no offloads. Oh, it does go the offload. It dribbled out sideways to Campbell Gillard. Brad Arthur spilt coffee all over his pants after that pass. Marty, Kafusi. Kafusi's inside the 30. It is again going to be the job of Gutherson. He wants them to take it one more to the posts. Paulo does that. The King is in position. King Gutho, he's gone back 30 metres. He's on the left side of the post. He pulls the trigger. Gutherson with a shot. It's off to the side, off to the right. And Canberra will get a 7-tackle set, but perhaps not enough time for 7 tackles.
Well, he was deep enough to give himself time. He made good contact with the football. It was just misdirected.
Surrender!
No one's kicked the field goal, you say?
No. I don't know whether they can get John Beard out there, Parramatta, in a hurry. Can Ricky come down from the stands and kick one for the Raiders?
The Raiders, for mine, look like they could break open this defence.
Final seconds of the first half of extra time. In a super extended Super Saturday on Fox Leg. George Williams from 50. He goes 40. And it's down to Gutherson. Gutherson to bring it. Oh, he's put it almost all the way past Jennings. Brandy's put his hand in his head. So much drama in one game of football. 24 all. And no more than 5 minutes remaining.
And we only got 5 minutes to go. What a brilliant second half from both teams. The field goal, the elusive field goal. They both had opportunities there. Couldn't quite nail it.
12-8 it was at half-time. Mitchell Moses leaves the field. Parramatta in disarray. You would think many. Not much of a chance for the Eels to get home from there. Somehow they get to 24 points. And just when the Raiders looked absolutely gone, looked like it was 2 points to the Eels, the Raiders scored 2 tries in 3 minutes.
George Williams' field goal, by the way, was Wigan versus Huddersfield for a 19-all draw in 2017. These are the chances in the 5 minutes that we've just had.
Yeah. Whiten went for a field goal. We just saw that again. That was a huge play from Gutherson. They couldn't take advantage of it and get themselves into close enough for Gutherson to kick the field goal. But just saw that hit again from Mike Acevo. There's no way. He hit him around the shoulders.
Yeah.
It was a clean shot. And then right at the end, Gutherson brings it back. The heart and mouth stuff there, the pass to Jennings.
And we've got one of the best field goal kickers in the history of the game sitting in the studio. And he always told me that the ball's got to come from the inside leg across. And both those occasions, Gutherson was behind the post. So that they're not getting themselves in the right field position to execute the field goal.
Because they're all rookies out there. No one's kicked a field goal, Kev.
Well,
second half of Golden Point extra time. Campbell Gillard back for Parramatta. This is how we started the night. About an hour and a half ago. They've ripped into each other. They are 24 all. After 38 years, not a point separates the two sides. It is an incredible record with these two sides. Paulo now with the ball. That is play 3, 15 inside their own half. Campbell Gillard with the ball. I thought Dylan Brown might have had a kick in him.
I think Dylan Brown, I think they both should set up for the field goal and they should go to Brown.
Good run, Kafusi dumps it back. Guthers, not so sure about that offload. Marnie got to it. Marnie has kept it alive. Canberra, they've lost it as well. It'll be knock-on against Canberra. It will be.
I know, and it was a pass backward. But
that's right.
That's the one who's knocked it on.
Pass back, but knocked forward by Canberra.
In the middle.
And they don't have any more challenges if they did want to challenge it.
White knocks the ball on the ground.
No, because they challenged the Gutherson foot on the try line only moments ago, and there's Gutherson, flicks it out the back. Marnie does a good job to retrieve the football.
Let's go.
And there's the knock-on. There's the knock-on.
Just saw big discussion. Don't know whether Blake Ferguson saying, I'll come in, but he's had a serious chat with Ryan Madison out on the right side that maybe they got something cooking out there. Blake with the ball for Parramatta. Play number 1, 39 metres away from the Canberra line, a 24-all deadlock. Can someone break it? Niakore. Surely if you haven't kicked a field goal, you don't wait to the last to take the shot. Kafusi with the ball. Brown is a little closer to the action this time. Gutherson lurking behind the ruck. Marnie takes it up for Campbell Gillard. He's 10 out. It's going to be Gutherson's job again. Gutherson's in front of the post. Parramatta run a wall. Gutherson takes the shot. He's got it this time. I don't know about Parramatta running through, but they haven't picked it up, and Parramatta have won. And King Gutho has got the first field goal of his career. And he is the king tonight. And Parramatta's back to the top of the table. And the blue and gold army are loving it. Kafusi ran through, but Gutherson kicks it, Brandy.
Oh, he nailed it, didn't he? He hit it sweetly, under the pressure, plenty of players coming through, the Raiders and King Gutherson. You're right, the skipper has stood up in the second half. No Mitchell Moses, and they've been able to get the job. They've been able to get it done.
Their field goal sharpshooter watched all of the second half from the dugout. And Gutherson steps up. Another wonderful contest. So many twists and turns in this match. And here's Gutherson in the big moment with 7 Raiders running at him. And he kicks the field goal, and the emotion that had been there all night. Why wouldn't you celebrate a moment like that? King Gutho. We are not worthy. Parramatta win number 6 for the season. Top of the table, ahead of Penrith. Full time after Golden Point. Parramatta 25, Canberra 24.